Hello there and welcome. I'm Dr. John Chuback Seminars, where I am helping to teach you how to master your magnificent mind, conscious, subconscious, and superconscious, to manifest into your life all of the wonderful things that you envision for yourself and your family and your friends, to bring you freedom and happiness of whatever kind, whether that's wealth, entrepreneurial success, professional success, etc., etc. This system is guaranteed to bring it to you if you apply it on a regular basis, you study it, and you really work at it. So let's pick up. We're working out of many of the ideas that I teach in my book, Make Your Own Damn Cheese. And when we left off last time, we were looking at the conscious mind and how X-type ideas will germinate or impregnate the subconscious mind with X-type paradigms. Same for the superconscious mind. Through repetitive thinking, we become what we think about most of the time. Our X-type thinking will lead to X-type paradigm, which is, again, a collection of habits and beliefs that drive our body to act in a certain way or a series of ways that manifest all the results that we're seeing in our life. Okay? Now, the question becomes, what if we're not in love with that X-type idea? Not in love with it. What if we get to the point that we begin to hate the X-type idea? How can we change it? Delta, change. How can we change the X idea and replace it with a Y idea? This is the essence of the material that we're teaching here at Chuback Seminars, and how to master your magnificent mind and the power of your magnificent mind. So here's the problem. If I want to replace an X idea with a Y idea, and we have an X paradigm in the subconscious and superconscious mind, this is where the psychic barrier becomes very important. When we try to introduce this Y idea, the paradigm kicks it out. We try to introduce this Y idea and the paradigm kicks it out. It does not want to accept a new idea. The old habits, the old beliefs we have fallen in love with. This is why we call the subconscious mind the emotional mind, the superconscious mind, the emotional mind. The ideas that we have fallen in love with give us the behaviors, the actions that we've fallen in love with. And believe it or not, although it doesn't always feel that way, the results that we've fallen in love with. So how do we change out the X idea for the Y idea? And the answer again is through repetition of thinking. Remember, the 6 most important words: we become what we think about most of the time. So now we have to be thinking a new path. When I was a cardiac surgeon, I thought like a cardiac surgeon. I believed I was a cardiac surgeon, and I behaved like a cardiac surgeon. But when I saw there were better opportunities for my future as a vein specialist, new idea, vein specialist, and that might bring me different results, including, by the way, greater income, more free time, more time with my family. It seemed like something that was so obvious and so easy to incorporate. But it turned out that change is hard because we're in love with the old paradigm. So in order to do that, we have to take control of our thoughts in order to manifest new results. And we have to change what we think about most of the time. So now Y-type thinking has to predominate our thoughts in order to inundate and penetrate and permeate and perforate and overwhelm the psychic barriers that separate the conscious mind from the superconscious and the subconscious so that we can change the X paradigm to the Y paradigm. So we can change the X activity to the Y activity and change the X results to Y-type results. Because remember, the 6 most powerful words are that we become what we think about most of the time. Again, when we talk about the law of vibration being a primary law, I, as a cardiac surgeon, was in a cardiac surgical vibration. My paradigm was in a cardiac surgical vibration. My superconscious mind was tuned to a frequency as a cardiac surgical vibration. And every day I went out and I did cardiac surgery. And the result was I was a cardiac surgeon with the lifestyle of a cardiac surgeon, with the income of a cardiac surgeon, with the stresses and pressures and responsibilities of a cardiac surgeon. And I wanted to change that and sub that out. So I had to start to see myself differently. I had to start to think about myself differently. I had to start to reprogram my subconscious mind, my emotional mind, and begin slowly but surely to fall in love with this new idea of being a vein specialist. So whatever you're doing right now, maybe you're a police officer who'd like to own a pizzeria. Maybe you're a police officer who'd like to own a bakery. Maybe you're a firefighter who'd like to become a police officer. It doesn't matter where you are now, who you are, what other people think of where you are and who you are, how great they may tell you it is in terms of what you've done, who you are, what you're doing. If you're no longer happy with those circumstances, if you want to change your actions and your results, your environment, and move toward what we call the parallel maze of freedom and happiness, then you have to change what you're thinking about most of the time. You have to take control of the conscious mind and think again and again and again about the why idea over and over. It's what we call self-talk, auto-suggestion, reprogramming. And the beautiful part of it is that if you can do this, you will find that through disciplined auto-suggestion and focusing on the why idea, although the psychic barrier is resistant to change, once you successfully permeate it, the subconscious mind is like fertile soil. and it will bring forth whatever it is that you plant there. And through that new seed that you plant, you will get a harvest, a crop of abundance in terms of the new idea that you planted in the subconscious mind to drive the body to act in a new way to bring new results. And the beauty of it is, it works like unadulterated magic. And if you stick with me in the coming weeks, months, and years, we're going to go deeper and deeper into this method, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know to bring forth and manifest and transmute from your beautiful creative imagination into the physical realm anything and everything that you wish to bring forth. Stick with me. Please subscribe and like, share this with friends. It's my pleasure to work with you personally, and I look forward to seeing you live at one of my seminars down the road. And that's going to be amazing. That's going to be an amazing experience. Thank you so much.